Even though not only a few hours earlier, we've been feeling reasonably optimistic about our chances. The effects of our self-implicated sleep deprivation were becoming more and more visible as the hours ticked by. Our eyes drooped and itched, joints were achy, our bodies weren't retaining heat so well, cognitive function was sluggish at best, and we had the tendency to flick from laughter to utter exhaustion in mere minutes. We felt steadily more lethargic as the night drew on, and it was clearly becoming harder and harder to maintain energy levels and enthusiasm for the challenge.
What would you call Alice with headphones on? Anything you like, she can't hear you.
Boom, boom.
Buddha. Oh my god.
Our time reaction tests seemed to reflect this too. On the first day, we were diligent in tracking our scores, but as our fatigue increased, this scientific approach was soon neglected. Aside from these obvious difficulties we were facing just to stay awake, the realization of just how many hours there were in a day were causing us grief. If your eyes are too tired to read a book or to stare at a screen, and you have no motivation to talk, being awake for such an extent of time is, after a while, incredibly boring.
Maybe we should tell jokes.
Please put your head back.
Huh?
Putting your head back. Not good.
Never again will I put off going to sleep. Such a glorious thing to be able to sleep. Still awake. I can see because my feet are moving. 10 past midnight. Only 10 past midnight. I sound like a dying whale.
We fell asleep. Yes.
Yeah.
It
was a glorious sleep.
It was
amazing.
Pretty good sleep. Yeah. Still tired. I'm absolutely knackered still.
I'm okay.
Thanks, Claire. You went to sleep a while before us.
An hour? Come on.
2 hours.
2 hours, come on.
Right, the difference when you're not sleeping.
What happened was that we actually did have footage of the whole conversation we had. Claire left at about 39 hours, 40?
Verging on 40 hours, I think.
Okay, so 39/40 hours kind of thing. And me and Flo carried on.
About 41.
Yeah, 41. But we did have footage of all of it. But what happened was we didn't get it. We didn't have enough memory on our camera card, so we carried on watching Harry Potter. Claire went to sleep. We then had a long discussion about religion
and literature.
And God knows what else came into our conversation. And we both decided that it was too much and we'd go to sleep.
Yep. We said the C word.
We did, we said the C word.
I went to sleep first because, I don't know, I lost. I was the weakest or I was the tiredest. But I did not realise how hard it would actually be to stay awake for that long. Because I mean, I knew it would be difficult, but I didn't think it would be physically that difficult to actually keep yourself awake. For it to be a fight for each second just to keep your eyes from closing. And it surprised me. I kind of dozed / fallen asleep for quite a while, so I called cinnamon.
The fluctuation between highs and lows were definitely a harder thing to deal with.
on top of boredom, I think the hardest thing with being like, your lows are caused because at 2 o'clock in the morning there's not much for you to do, everyone else is asleep, you watch a film, you go online, and that screen tires your eyes out beyond comprehension, and then your brain follows suit, and then your body follows suit, and it's like a continual downhill spiral. And so cinnamon was called, and we threw in a towel, but I think it was a valiant attempt for 42 hours.
I think what fazed me the most actually was not the constant headache, not the fact that my eyes were drooping 24/7, it was the fact that I was imagining myself shaking. Last night especially, when I hadn't had any energy drinks and when I hadn't had put anything in my body, I felt like I was constantly shaking, but when I looked down I was completely steady. And that to me was just like, okay, that's not right. Shouldn't be feeling like that. I actually think the thing that made us all stop was because we'd all had enough. So whereas beforehand, if 2 people were like, oh god, I'm so tired, the other person would be like, oh no, come on, let's carry on. There was none of that. It was just a case of, shit, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, we should all just go to bed, let's say the word. There was no one to stop us. And so I think once we'd made that decision that we were all in the same boat, we were all feeling the same thing, we could empathise with each other and know what they were going through. You think that, oh yeah, you can go without sleep for a couple of days, it's not a problem, and especially being teenagers, we do often go without little sleep, but but we don't go without any sleep, and there's a complete difference. Sure, we could structure our sentences again, but
you were fuzzy.
Yeah.
There was no kind of
like, blur around the
proper
edges,
function, is there? To think about to do 40 hours at the beginning seems like a doddle, it seems quite easy. When you do it, it's a completely different story.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing, you have to do it, you have to be there and you have to understand.
To get to even 36 hours, because even at the start of that you've got at least, I don't know, 12, 18 hours where it's where you'd normally be awake anyway, so that's not really part of the challenge. And so to imagine doing that all over again, plus an extra, even more difficult 12, 18 hours, it was just like someone had thrown you into the middle of the sea and the boat was like, bye, and you're just left there like, help, I can't, I'm gonna drown. And yeah, we drowned, we slept.
Yeah, we had a bit of a doggy paddle, didn't we? We swam for a bit, but all in all I think it's just bloody hard. So
yeah, like my hat goes off to those of you who have managed to
even 48 hours, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
72,
that's insane.
and 11 days for the guy who did 264 hours.
what is
You're
on?
insane, get to a
How?
clinic.
But I applaud you at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take many hats off to you for that one, because that's crazy. But I guess there's one more word to say.
Cinnamon.
We're all gonna go to bed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty crap. A little bit tired.
A bit tired.
Quite tired.
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 So tired.
Tired.
More tired.
Tired.
A little bit tired.
So tired.
Getting tired.
A bit tired. Getting tired. I'm so tired. I could fall asleep so quickly right now. It's unbelievable.